Hello everyone, I'm Rebecca. Welcome to my little corner of YouTube and welcome to my channel, Sewing an Imperfect Life. It's great to have you here. If you're interested in making garments, then you're in the right place. I am not wearing any me-mades today. I wore this to work today. It's a little t-shirt about punctuation saving lives. Very teacher-esque. I hope you're well. I have a few new makes to share with you today. Yes, I have finally finished some projects. Okay, my first new make is one of the ones I wore this week and had to fish out of the clothes basket. It is this very joyful Florence dress. I feel like I'm in my Merchant and Mills era at the moment. Both dresses today are Merchant and Mills patterns. Okay, I'm just going to read you a little bit of the description of this pattern from Merchant and Mills. It is a cropped top or dress with a short, full gathered frill at the front, becoming deeper and higher at the back, neatly fitting around the shoulder and neck, closing with a button back. This is very roomy and very comfortable to wear. I do like something that sits a little bit higher on the neck, although this is not super high. Comes about here on me. I've made it in this gingham and it's more like a seersucker. I'd say about 70% cotton, probably about 30% some sort of polyester thing, but it still feels pretty good on the skin, and I really had fun trying out some details with putting some rickrack just sitting under the hem. Now I tried this technique because I saw a little clip on YouTube from the Fabric Godmother channel. They had a really helpful and fun clip on how to put in rickrack for embellishments in many different ways. I've watched it 2 or 3 times already and tried this technique, which just sits underneath the hem, and have plans for further rickrack on other garments. I did have a couple of stops and starts, mainly because there's a lot of gathering, and I did all the gathering and I attached it and I tried it on and it was extremely wonky, and I realized I'd mislabeled my front and back and they were on the wrong side, so I had to redo that. What was really interesting about the construction was that the hem at the bottom of the dress is completed before you actually attach the skirt to the top. I'd not done that before and was a little bit anxious that it wouldn't hang straight, but it ended up working out really well. Anyway, I'll put in some pictures of the dress so you can see some close-up details, and let me know if you've made the Florence dress or top and how you liked it. I have made mine in the size 14. When usually in Merchant and Mills I'm a 16 to 18, and it's plenty roomy and has the oversized look. I have a funny little story to share about this gingham Florence dress. I was wearing it on playground duty one day and a small girl, maybe about 6, walked past me and stopped and said, "Oh, I like your dress, that looks very pretty." I said, "Thank you very much." And she walked off, and then she walked back shortly later across the playground, gave me a wave and a big grin, and then shouted out with a big smile, "You look like a picnic blanket!" She was very happy about that. Obviously has good memories of picnics. took that on board. Obviously a positive. My second new make I want to share with you today is another dress. A tale of two Merchant and Mills dresses today. It's this one here. This is the Ellis and Hattie dress by Merchant and Mills. One of them is called the Ellis and one of them is called the Hattie. I think the one with the sleeves and the inseam pockets is the Ellis. Okay, which is the one that I've made. This is created from an old doona cover I found in an op shop for $2. And I'm so pleased with it. It's 100% cotton and feels really lovely. And I'd been searching for some tartan and I found it. So this dress is made in the size 16 and again is quite oversized and plenty of room. I did change the sleeves a little bit. I made them a little bit wider because the Merchant and Mills sleeves are often quite tight for me. Actually, I did change the sleeves on the Florence dress as well and made them quite a bit wider just so I had lots of easy movement. So this pattern is gathered, it falls above the waist, so a high waist, and falls with quite a large skirt. It has inseam pockets, short sleeves, and quite a high neck. This is higher than the Florence dress neck. I really love the neatness of this top. So there are 4 darts coming out of the neck, which hopefully will pick up a little bit better in the photos, which I just think gives it a lovely shape and looks super neat. And it's just got one little button on the back, or in this case, a large button. I'm really pleased with this dress. I've been wearing it at least once a week and really enjoying it. It feels good. It's got lots of movement to it. I will say when you do the interfacing around the neck, it can be a little bit floppy. So what I did was I went back around and just hand sewed a few stitches at quite a few points so it just stays flat. Out of the two dresses, I'm really enjoying wearing both. They have a little bit of a different shape. I think I still prefer my Ellis dress because I really do like the high neck and that little bit of just pulls it in a little bit more shape in the top, but then very loose on the rest with the Ellis dress. So if you're interested in the Ellis dress, this was the first one I made. It was an Ellis with sleeves and I've made it into the Hattie by taking off the sleeves and just putting in some bias. I did have to shape the sleeve to take a bit off. And I've been wearing this just with like a shirt or a t-shirt underneath it. I really like the cute button at the back. And I feel that this fabric works as well as the softer cotton. This is a really thick twill and it just gives it a little bit more structure. This is also the size 18, which is, it feels a little bit large, but still has that really big oversized look and I'm still enjoying wearing it. I just have to make sure I'm going with that big oversized look for the day. They are my two Merchant and Mills dresses that I really enjoyed making and very much enjoyed wearing. I have a third make to share with you. This is a top slash sweater. It was my third go at making the Billy sweater by Tilly and the Buttons, and I have been really enjoying playing around with different kind of textures and weights in fabrics at the moment, and I've made this in a jersey. Again, I picked up this green for $2 at the op shop. It was a piece of remnant fabric and it's really lovely and soft. I did the balloon sleeves and then contrasted with the navy, but also with a really chunky, heavier knit, heavier ribbing around the neckband and the cuffs. I really quite enjoy how big they are, and also around the waist. I really like what this looks like visually when I've got it hanging up, and I put it on myself and I didn't really like the look of it on me or the feel of the fabric on my skin. So this is going to be a gift to someone else. I do like the contrast of that apple green and the blue. I think it's quite stylish, a little bit cozy, a little bit fresh, but that particular version of the sweater is not going to be for me. But I don't think I'm done with that pattern yet. There will be more in my future. I have some more Merchant and Mills patterns in my plans and in my stash, and I don't think I'm done with either of these dresses yet either. I have actually cut out a third Ellis dress in a really special fabric, and I have started to sew that. So that's in the works. I'm just going to take my time bit by bit, put that together and then enjoy wearing it. I'll let you know when it's done. If you've had some success with Merchant and Mills patterns, please let me know which ones and what you really enjoyed about them. I also have in the works I've forgotten its name. It's like a pinafore type dress, which is a really different shape to these two from Merchant and Mills, and I'm going to make that in quite a heavy fabric so I can layer it. Anyway, but it'll be interesting to see what the different shape is like on my body shape with an alternative Merchant and Mills pattern. I hope you are well. I hope you're enjoying what you're creating, and I really hope you're taking joy in what you are wearing. If you've enjoyed my content, feel free to give me a like. It's nice and friendly. Sign up if you want, and I hope you're well, staying safe, taking care of yourself. So from my little cottage in the Blue Mountains, bye for now.